Okay, how we doing out there? First things first. My name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Supreme Ambient Light Rejection Screen Paint. Using ambient light rejection technology gain, this is not going to work. I can't use this keyboard, and I cannot use this mouse. All right, I'm going to change that out. So anyway, as I mentioned many times in my videos, where did I put the computer at? That I am in the process of working on something a little bit different besides screen paint. I'm still going to continue designing screen paint, but I want to venture out and do something different. So I'm in the process of doing 3D. It was not freaking cheap. The taxes on that thing was freaking insane. But you'll see it when it gets here. I'll give you a little smidgen of what I paid for some of the stuff. My printout right there. It was not cheap. That's just for the camera. That's not for the scanner. That's the camera by itself was like almost $1,000. So it requires some certain parts for it to do it. Number one, there are two different parts to it. Like you could buy the projector, but I didn't like the projector because the specifications on the projector are only 1,000 lumens, and I'm thinking that is not going to work. So I decided to use my Sony VPL FH30 with that particular let me turn this off because I don't need all this stuff on right now. They're cutting down my tree in the back of the house, so that's the noise you're going to hear. But I decided to use my Sony VPL FH30 because one of the requirements that it asks for is that you have to have a projector that is 1920 by 1200 or 1920 by 1080p. So all the projectors I have in the house, I wish I could have had a Christie. I should have bought two of those Christies at 1080p, but I bought one of them, which was a big mistake. So for right now, I'm going to use my Sony projector for doing the mapping with. And then once the equipment gets here, you'll get a chance to see me do some testing on it. I've already got a screen that I'm actually building downstairs. So like I said, I'm still going to be doing screen paint. That's something I'm still going to be doing, but I want to try something different. I want to be able to take the technology that we make and develop, and I want to be able to take it on a whole new different area and basically doing projection screens that stand out. Because like I said, after doing flat surfaces for 10 years, you desire something else. So this is the computer I had to buy because the computer that I had upstairs was well, it was too old. Yes, I'm cutting down my tree. I could cut the tree right now. But the computer was too old. So trying to get a good price for a computer, didn't want to spend a lot of money. I ended up getting myself a Dell 1070. A lot of people turn these into gaming PCs. This thing came with and more than enough power to run what I need to do. It came with a Pentium 5. Hey, how you doing? It came with a Pentium i5 or Pentium i5. It came with 16 gigabytes. 2 terabytes of solid state drive, but the video is actually integrated, which I'm going to change. I have to wait until November the 16th because I just put an order in for a GTX 1650 small profile video card with 4 gigs of RAM. The RAM on here is DDR3 1060, so it's maxed out on the RAM, so I don't have to worry about that. The keyboard that came with it, I'm not going to use it. It's trash. It's a dinky keyboard. I'm not going to use it. I have a wireless keyboard and mouse here that I'm actually going to hook up to it. So all I got to do is just go in, activate the Windows. Oh, Windows 10 is already preloaded on this. I got this for $233, and the shipping was free. I bought it right on Amazon. So pretty good deal. And I've heard people turn these things into gaming computers, so that's what I'm going to actually not do with this for a game computer. I just need this to run that that scanner and camera. So this camera is 4K for scanning, and what it's going to allow me to be able to do is it's going to allow me to be able to scan objects. So say if I want to scan my 2 sofas in here, and I want to scan them to make them and project an image on them to make the sofas look like they're on fire, I could do that. I could scan any image in this environment and I can actually project an image right on it. So this will give me a chance to test out new screen paint that we're working on for doing holograms, all kinds of visual effects, stuff I really want to work on. And this will bring my technology to the next level. I'm always pushing to get to the next level, especially using this projector for rear projection screens, oh man, visual effects we can do on a whole nother level. So like I said, I'm still going to continue to make screen paint. Yeah, this is my first love, but I want to do something else with it. I want to see how far we can go with this. And I had to invest the money into getting this projector. We have a lot of screen paint that's 3D. We were doing 3D technology back in 2010. I have hologram screen paint. Been doing that stuff. This stuff right here, the thing about it is what you see on the website, there's stuff on the website that you can't order. There's website that companies can only order. They have to be done through invoices. So I've showed demonstrations of black technology, which is invisible. You don't see it on the website. We have a form of silver invisible technology. And also too, we have a clear version of an invisible technology. But yeah, we make holograms. I've been doing that a long time ago, way before you go back, you check my demonstrations under Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. We were working with hologram paints. We were doing that a long time ago. So yeah, I know that feel quite well. I didn't just start yesterday. My company has been around since 2010. So I've been working with all kinds of sorts of interesting chemicals to allow me to be able to do all kinds of interesting things. If you've seen my technology on basically black projection screens, we have rear black projection screens. And I've been doing those for quite a long time. Watching 3D movies. Let me tell you something. 3D movies, at one point, 3D movies were all the rage. When the BenQs were 3D, they had the 3D glasses, polar glasses, and all that cool stuff, like 60 frames per second and all that stuff like that. And then kind of 3D dropped off. Like 3D TVs, remember 3D TVs were the rage? Everybody wanted 3D TVs and wanted the glasses, and it just dropped off. Like nobody really wanted to really deal with 3D anymore. But that's not the field we're going into. The field we're going into is more like holograms, because that's where the technology is at. It's in advertising for holograms. And if you look at 3D printing, I mean, not 3D printing, 3D mapping, 3D mapping is where it's at if you're going to go into that commercial field. It takes things to the next level. It takes advertising to the next level. I can only do so much with a screen. I can make a screen, produce images outside. I can make a screen, produce images on low entry level projectors, but I want something to come to life. I want something to come off the screen and come to life. That's what I want. That's what I love. That's why I love virtual reality and all that stuff. I love that kind of special effects. So with the technology I've already advanced in screen paint and then adding this to a 3D mapping projector, that's the next stage. Now, see, the problem is that the videos I've seen people using 3D mapping projectors is that you're projecting it on a surface. Like, say I want to turn this projector into a projection screen. So I'm projecting onto a surface that's not meant to be a projection screen, which means the image is going to come out bland. It's going to come out washed out. There have been complaints about people saying that the images don't work well with the lights on. It's better if they work with the lights out. That's why the main projector they made for that particular company was only 1,000 lumens, because the only way you can use that is in the dark. But they do make a camera and scanner that you can attach to a pre-existing projector with much more power, which is 4,300 lumens. So with that being said, we are working on a hologram crystal clear screen paint that will allow you to be able to spray an existing surface with an invisible coating that will not alter and change anything of the projector whatsoever. And when the image hits it, it can actually decode it. Remember that purple and blue technology I was showing off? And I was saying, look, this is a coating in that screen paint that allows it to read the projector. Even though the surface is purple, the images were coming up natural, which means there's coding in there to be able to read the projector, which means it's the same coating that we're going to be developing, that we can spray a clear coating over something like this, and then you can hit it with the projector and you can advertise with the lights on. You can advertise and the colors would just pop and blow up off the screen as they're supposed to. And then when you get done, you can just wash it off with hot water and soap. That's what we're working on. That's why I was showing off that coating. There's always, anytime I show you something, there's always a stair step to it on a project we're working on. I've already had 3 companies already acknowledge to me about when I made announcements I was buying this projector, if I could come up and develop something like this, they would be interested in buying it. Now, of course, no, I'm not going to sell the idea. I am basically going to sell the product. But I had no idea this computer was going to be this small, which is actually pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I wish I can have other people work with me who have no idea. But right now, since COVID and everything else, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But it would be nice. Oh, there's a lot of, yeah, trust me, there's a lot of things I'm going to be tested on, man. Avatar is definitely going to be one of them, but there's a lot of things I'm going to be tested on. Right now, what's going through my head is freaking bonkers, man. I got all kinds of cool ideas because now I get to take it to the next level. I get to bring it off the screen, which is going to be cool. So I can project anything I want, like anything I could freaking think of, I can project it off an object. And then once we get this coding down pat, I can start doing outdoor demonstrations, which my neighbors are going to get a kick out of. Oh yeah, the colors, yeah, definitely. You know what I want to build? I tell you what I build. I want to build a Stargate door. That's what I want to build, and I want to actually project an image from the opposite side out. Put the projector on the opposite side, 3D map it, and basically do that whole Stargate with the water go. That would be cool to look at. That'd be cool. Some kind of vortex. Oh my goodness, man. I mean, the projectors, I can actually switch this device anywhere I want. So that's what I like it, the scanner and camera. I can actually attach it to one of the Epson projectors that actually produced images on the ground. Imagine having a vortex or having the ground pick apart and fall on the of you. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I wanted to do. So this is going to be pretty cool. The equipment is not as expensive as it is, but once I get it here, I'll show you where to get it at and everything, but it is a bit pricey. On some it's a bit pricey. Just for a scanner, my scanner is about the size of this. And my camera is about that long, and that cost me $1,000 just for those two little pieces. Whew. You're taking that tree down fast, man. You're taking that tree down fast. If you're going to be not long anymore. I told you you're going to cut the tree down. It's coming down. You know what I do? If they leave something in the back, I hope they leave a few large branches in the back. I'm going to cut it and build my own fashion wilderness frame for a projection screen out back. With the leaves and everything attached to it would be kind of cool. Well, it's going to be over $1,500. What would be over $1,500? I don't get what you mean, Robert. I gotta get a pair of scissors or a knife. I hope it's not the screen paint. Good gracious, why would I even charge $1,500 for screen paint? That's insane. You're talking about the setup? If you already have a computer in a house that runs, you know, I mean, it tells you the specifications of what you need to run it, you know what I mean? And consider the fact that if you don't have it, you don't have to have a 4K projector. It doesn't work. It works at 4K, but the thing is, it does upscaling. So I really don't care because I'm doing it at 1080p anyway. So that's why I chose this one. I was trying to figure out what projector to use in the house. I would have rather had the Chrissy, to tell you the truth, but I'm going to use the Sony right there for the time being. So I mean, I figure Sony projector cost me around, when I bought, about $350 for the projector. Computer was $233, and you tack on $900 something for. Well, my address is on here, so I can't show you too much. But altogether, that kit cost me around $924. So you tack all that on there, and yeah. It could come up to about $1,000. If you already own half this stuff, then there's no worries. All you have to do is just buy the parts for it. I just say, look, they have a projector that has the software and everything built into it, the scanner, the camera, the whole 9 yards. But keep in mind, the projector is only 1,000 lumens. Our stuff can pull up on 1,000 lumens, but this is the stuff we use for projection screen setups, like the blue screen and that. This stuff is going to be completely different. It's going to be definitely separated from this stuff right here that we're designing. But we're not charging companies like that. I don't even know what we're going to charge for it, but nowhere near $1,500. That's madness. That is madness. So I like the computer. Next time I get on a laptop, so if I'm going to do outside displays, I'd rather have a laptop. Now, because this is running with an internet cable in the back of it, I bought something here. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I did with it. Wow, the day I actually get the computer, I lose the parts. that I need. I bought a Wi-Fi network card because I need to bring that online so I can run that through Wi-Fi because I'm not dragging a bunch of 50-foot cables through the house. You know that noise? I'm telling you, you ever had a tree? If you ever had a tree cut down near your house, it is freaking scary as I know what. But I mean, they're professionals, and I watched a few videos on how people cut trees down, but it still kind of freaks you out that one piece of wood could come down like a koosh. Oh, yes. Let me tell you something, my friend. I am building me a screen customized for the PS5, and it will involve 3D mapping. Yes, it will. It's going to involve 3D mapping. Yes, it will. It's definitely going to involve. I might put the PS4 logos, bring them to life around the screen, stuff like that. Okay. I lost a network card, which I'm pretty sure I had a few days ago in the house. So I was trying to figure out which one of these projectors to use. I could have went with the Sony VPL FH56, but that one has a narrow, it has a an extended lens on it, which means you have to be 18 feet back in order to reach a 100-inch screen. None of these are definitely going to work. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. These crisp makers, that's too big, too heavy. I am not dragging that outside when I have to do jobs. No. And that right there, that's not going to work. That's not 1080p. So, oh, this one would have, the black one, Panasonic, but it's only 1500 lumens. I need something with a little bit more power. All right, let's see where Mr. Bird lost his network card because I had to install that in today. I know I had it because I saw it a few times in here. And it does work with 720p projectors, but they do recommend that it has to be 1080p. Well, I've got to go track down my network card because for some strange reason, I really don't know where I could have possibly stuck it here in the house. That's their food. Oh, here it is. I tried to put stuff in the weirdest places. So this is what I'm throwing into my computer. So I don't have to run it off Wi-Fi in the house. And I don't have to run a bunch of whatchamacallit, cables to the house. So I'm going to make it all Wi-Fi, make it completely wireless. So open that up. And then hopefully I'll be finally done because I got to check my tracking numbers to see how long it's going to take for my parts to get here. Once they get here, then on November the 17th, which I have to wait because I need a graphic card to run that particular software for that machine. I got to wait till November the 17th because for some reason that GTX 50 is, I wanted it on Amazon because I can do my shipping from there. This is the projector I wanted to use, but I can't use it for home. That's the 1080p Chrissy. The GTX, it won't be in until November the 17th. So hopefully by November the 20th, I can start showing it off. Let me show you the screen that I'm building for it. All right, let me see. Because remember now, when I build screens, they don't have to be flat anymore. I don't have to build flat screens when I do demonstrations with this projector setup. All right, hold on. Let me go back and get the screen I'm building downstairs. So I know some of you are going to be thinking like, what the freak? So, that's the screen I'm building. You see how weird this thing looks? I know some of you are thinking like, how is that going to be a projection screen? It's 3D mapping. I can choose any one of these squares to display a video display. I can put one here, there. I can put 4 different displays on one screen at the same time. So I can put a little video in there, a video there, a video there, a video there, a video there, all in different sections of the screen. This is going to be my practice screen. So this right here is going to coat it all black first. Then I'm going to prime it, and then I'm going to apply my black technology, either the visible on one side and we're going to develop another version of a black technology for this from a 3D mapping. Also, too, to give me a chance to test out the boxes I have, different applications of different formulas that we can attach to it, and I can basically use this for mapping out different areas on where I want to actually set the screen at. Set the images at from the projector. So this is the idea I have. So keep in mind, each one of these boxes, I can display an image. I mean, heck, that thing is so, I can't say bad A, because that's a curse word, but I can literally scan the top of that that lens on that projector and just show an image right there by itself. On that little piece right there. Oh, man, you have no idea. I cannot wait. And then later on, when I have time, I'll build a giant Stargate doorway, because I'm definitely going to build that thing. That thing is going to be sick. So this is going to be fun to see what we can do with it. But right now, once they get done in the back, I am going to basically coat all this in black, and then we're going to spray either the invisible coating we're going to be testing on it, or I'm going to spray a black version of the technology on top of it. And we're going to use this as a projection screen. And I'm going to find all kinds of weird stuff. Like I might even buy myself a mannequin and just basically just to project off the head or the arms and stuff. It's just to see exactly how I can home in, learning how to scan on certain smaller objects or larger objects. Doing pyramids outside. I can do pyramids outside once we get the coating right. I can do some demonstrations outside. I think my neighbors are going to get a kick out of this. They're going to get a kick out of it, seeing some weird stuff. So yeah, that's some of the ideas I have. And it's going to be so freaking cool. You know what I want to do? Now, we already do rear projection, right? I want to do something where, and I can see if I can go to a plastic shop and get this made. I want a piece of plastic, right? And I want a head that's pushed right through it. That's what I want, like a head pushed through it. So that way I can project an image on the glass, and then I can project a moving face back and forth on the head that's pushed through the glass. That would be sick. See, that's why I need to go contact a plastic shop and start buying some really weird, see if they can do some customized molding for me for plastic designs and stuff like that. That would be pretty cool. But we're going to do a before and after. We're going to show before what it looks like without the coating, and then afterwards how the coating is going to enhance the projector's capability. It's the same thing it does with a white screen or whatever surface. It's going to do the same thing with that. So like I said, it's going to be a lot of cool stuff to look at, man. Christmas time is going to be a ball. Ugh, sorry, I tripped over my stand. All right, so just want to update you on that. Don't worry, driver's still coming down today. Should have taken care of a few things, but that's all. These packages are at the door. I got to pop open this PC. I got to install some parts for it so I can make it wireless. And that's pretty much it. Oh, just to let you know, for anybody that knows, these 7010, I think it has 3 PCI Expresses already in it. So that's cool if you want to run a more powerful video card, or my card right here I'm using for to make my PC wireless is actually PCI Express. So, you know, if you want to go that extra mile and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But like I said, they got them on Amazon for $230. I've seen people make gaming PCs out of them. And I might just buy another one just to turn into a gaming PC, so I can set it up on this screen right here, because I told you how I want to do 235.1 games, and that would be a really cheap solution on just spending $160 for the graphic card, and then get myself a Wi-Fi network card, wireless keyboard and mouse, and I can do some driving games right here in 235.1, because, you know, graphic cards allow you to go in and manipulate whatever you want, just about. All right, with that being said, okay, let me see. I saw the video of rain flipped out inside out, showing inside of its protector with some of that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Check out a company called I think they're called Lifeform. Check them out. That's where I got the idea to buy their equipment, because I bought software, and software is not, if you don't know anything about that field, it's not user friendly. It's really difficult. So, and one of the problems I had with when using different forms of software, I'm like, how the freak is the projector going to see it to scan it if there's no cameras there? So I know it became confusing for me. And then I looked around in a couple places, and this company popped up called Lifeform, and I started checking them out, and they had projectors already with cameras, already with scanning software, already with free software to let you test out their stuff. You know what I mean? And I thought that was amazing, but it had 1,000 lumens for a projector. That's not powerful enough for me to basically play around with, especially if I want to do some serious hardcore stuff outside. And then they had another option, which was a lot cheaper, and that one came with the scanner, and it came with the 4K camera that does the scanning and all that stuff. And that right there allows you to turn your projector into a scanner, like a 3D mapping projector, which I thought was freaking sick. So as soon as I got a little money saved up, I bought it, and now I have it coming here. So, you know, we'll have some fun with it. I got a bunch of trees in the back of the house. Maybe we'll scan one of those and project off of that. So that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Okay, gotta go. Thank you all for your time, and we'll be back in to check out some pretty cool stuff once all the hardware gets here. I'll keep you up to date. We're going to be, I got to contact my attorney today to see exactly where the filing's going with this blue screen over here. Once they give me some kind of a confirmation form saying, look, your patent pending has been filed and so forth, I'll basically get ready to set up pre-orders for the blue screens. I really want to get these screens out before the gaming systems come out. You have no idea how amazing these screens look on gaming. It is freaking sick. It is really freaking sick. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something personally. I mean, I'm not trying to hurt my own company by saying this. I love black screens, but God Almighty, I'm gaming on a blue screen. That's all to it. I'm serious. Like, I love the black technology. It is beautiful, but good God, what that thing does over there to a freaking gaming system, movies, sports, everything. It is, the white levels are freaking insane, but the contrast levels are freaking so balanced. It is beautiful. So I just want to get this stuff done so I can get this part packaged and out the door so you guys can get a chance to check out how insane this looks. We may have a few beta testers. So if we get a few beta testers and we throw a few contracts out there for beta testers, you may get the paint for free. All right, so got to go. Thank you all, and God bless.